This story takes place a long time ago, in another world, where talented warriors, trained in martial arts by the gods they worshipped, protected the people from criminals and demons. These warriors were called samurai. This tale finds its roots in the village of Aki, where, according to legend, samurai were blessed by the raven god Tengu. It is said that the samurai were able to defeat their opponents with a single blow. Their leader, Susanoo, was an unrivaled fighter, master of the arts of winds and storms. She was so fierce and brutal on the battlefield that she could be mistaken for a man, a beast, or even a monster. A bitter rivalry between the two commanders of the Aki and Natsu clans escalated into a violent war that plagued their villages for many years and showed no signs of stopping anytime soon. At the heart of this unending chaos starts the tale of the samurai Jinmu, an orphan raised by Susanoo. One day, in the village of the Raven, our hero was finishing his training. As he'd done since a young age, Jinmu warmed up in the dojo, following the training required by the village chief. He was the most promising disciple. He put in quite the effort, firmly hoping to one day play his part in the protection of his people. He knew this for sure. The Natsu clan leader, Amaterasu, was no man to call a truce. Jinmu knew the origin of the Natsu clan like the back of his hand. Like everyone else, he was aware that Susanoo's eternal rival had betrayed her twice, turning against his own allies and mercilessly slaughtering his comrades to satisfy his selfish desires. It was because of Amaterasu that Jinmu had lost both his father and his mother, whom he had never known, and so Susanoo had to raise him in their stead. Yet, it was not out of vengeance that Jinmu wished to fight, but to protect his own. It was from this unwavering determination that he drew his strength. Jinmu's training was coming to an end, culminating.
Finally catching up, eh, little raven? Maybe I can stop holding back now. Boast all you want. You weren't that talented at my age. Yeah. I won!
His confidence was not misplaced. None of his seniors or superiors could defeat him. But even though Jinmu outstripped all his peers, he still hadn't managed to surpass his master.
Jinmu, at last you've arrived. Are you ready to complete your training?
I've been ready for a long time. I won't disappoint you, grandmother.
I expected nothing less from you.
Yeah. Yeah. I won!
What spirit you have!
I'm sure I can. Let's have—
That arrogance.
Does that mean I can join the battle?
Very well. You will join the fight against the Natsu clan, but you will stay in the back ranks. I know your heart is good, but your training is complete, and I can now give you your weapon. The katana is a samurai's best ally. Take care of it, and carry it with you wherever you go.
Weeks passed, and unfortunately war broke out once again. It was time to head out to battle. The Aki clan advanced through the valley to respond to the Natsu attack, and Jinmu hastened to join Akiku and his fellow samurai. But he lost track of his friend, and naively plunged into enemy lines to find her.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Jinmu soon faced a formidable opponent. It was time to put all his learning into practice. For justice.
The traitors of Aki will...
Did he just call us traitors? Why? They are the traitors. What? Fire?
Despite Tengu's protection, a fire seemed to have broken out. Who could unleash such flames under a divine storm?
Well, well, well. A raven who's still standing. You should have fled while you had the... But since you're here, be my warm-up. And then I'll cross swords with the furious...
Amaterasu, the leader of the Natsu clan himself.
Jinmu had to face the samurai of the sun, blessed by the goddess Kitsune, a formidable and experienced opponent.
You're a little more skilled than the others when you're starting. No one had landed a blow on me in ages. It's just luck. The weaklings I've faced over the years have made me let my guard down. You're a little more skilled than the others. No one had landed a blow on me in ages. It's just luck. The weaklings I've faced over the years have made me let my guard down. It won't happen again.
I can keep standing up to you. If... Jinmu.
Jinmu. The fire of war will only be extinguished when
A Natsu woman in the Aki clan?
You're fighting her war without even knowing? You must think your intentions are noble, but you're savage beast of a... She doesn't care about you. She knows that I will eliminate every last one of her...
You're spouting
Because she only listens to her rage.
Wait!
Still trembling, Jinmu looked around him. The battle was over. Despite significant losses, Aki had come out on top. Yet despite this victory, thoughts collided in Jinmu's head.
What was he talking about? His daughter? Could it be that grandmother has been hiding things from me? All these corpses. As many Aki as Natsu. Is
Jinmu, you're back! Not even a scratch! We managed to push back the Natsu. Come, join...
The Natsu will eventually come back, and this... Why not seek...
Jinmu, you know very well that it's not possible. Amaterasu doesn't... I exhausted my kindness and patience...
I think I have a solution. I met Amaterasu...
Ah, here lies the cause of your sudden impudence. He tried to manipulate... You must not listen to him. Amaterasu is a liar. His words are as
That's not it. There is a way out, and Amaterasu has only one demand.
Enough! You must do as I say. I don't have to answer to you.
Grandmother, is it true that we're holding...
Ah! You cannot understand. It's too soon.
We have to set her free now.
It's impossible! You're...
Impossible? I think the mistake comes from your blind stubbornness. Jinmu, please stop! Listen to your leader!
You know the punishment for mutiny. Death. Don't...
You leave me no choice. You are the one who taught...
You don't understand. Give up and I can forgive this offense.
I can't move anymore.
Jinmu, go. I condemn you to take your weapon. March to the mountains of the...
And so Susanoo banished Jinmu from the village and exiled him to the mountains. Jinmu felt completely lost. The history of his clan, the atrocities committed by Amaterasu, Susanoo's just cause. Where was the truth in all of this? And where were the lies? Who was his daughter? What was the real reason for this conflict? He remembered very well the story his grandmother had told him. In ancient times, Amaterasu had received the blessing of the mischievous goddess Kitsune in exchange for his blind devotion and unwavering submission. He then began to massacre all those who did not join her cult. That was the origin of this endless conflict. At least that's what Jinmu had been convinced of. Until yesterday. Now he wasn't sure of anything anymore. Did death, lifeless bodies, pain, and cruelty really have a meaning? Deep in Jinmu's soul, a conviction was beginning to emerge. This war was futile, and it could be stopped. And while he was lost in his thoughts, Jinmu continued to advance toward the mountains. The grass became snow as the fresh air of the valley gradually gave way to the icy cold of the peaks. Without realizing it, Jinmu had arrived to the mountains. Legend had it that it was beyond these summits that the abode of the gods was located, and that before inhabiting the valleys, the first samurai had trodden this same snow. But today, it would have been surprising for anyone to inhabit such an inhospitable climate.
I can't go any further. Where am I? I must have passed out.
Young Raven.
Who are you? A god? Here? How can anyone survive in these forbidden mountains? No matter.
No one would have the strength to survive the storm of Orochi without my protection.
My name is Jinmu. I wander
A Ronin?
because I disobeyed my chief's orders. Grandmother Susanoo preferred to send me away rather than tell me the truth.
Susanoo. So you are the grandson of Susanoo. In any case...
You don't look very young. I doubt you're more resilient than I.
Insolent! I am Izanagi, the first samurai. And this is the... I still have some resources left in...
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Let that be a lesson to you.
With the exchange of blows,
Your neck...
What? But it's my mother's necklace.
That's a beautiful irony of fate. Your story is, in a way... Long before you were born, I was the first human to meet the gods who came from their garden across the Bridge of Destiny. They taught me the art of the blade to protect mankind, and in turn, I passed on this knowledge to my peers so that they could continue this sacred mission. We took the name of samurai. Under our watch, peace reigned, and the world was in harmony. You know them as mortal enemies, but at the time, Amaterasu and Susanoo were my two best disciples. There was a healthy rivalry between them, and they were close as only a brother and a sister can be. Time passed, and each started their own family. Susanoo adopted an abandoned child and raised him as her son. That was your father Oku. As for Amaterasu, I agreed to give him the hand of my heiress, with whom he then had a single daughter, Kushina. Life could have kept flowing quietly like this, but one day, my daughter fell gravely ill. Amaterasu prayed to the gods to save his wife, but in vain. He then turned to me, begging me to let him enter the garden of the gods to heal her with the divine water. But my loyalty to the gods came first, even before my daughter, and I refused his request. Amaterasu never forgave me, and thus his pain turned into hatred. This was when Kitsune, the fox goddess, chose to pour her venom into the ear of this suffering man. She promised him the survival of his beloved and the power to protect her. In return, Amaterasu had to commit to devoting himself exclusively to Kitsune and renouncing the other gods. Blinded by his pain and by the rage of feeling abandoned, my former disciple agreed to this pact. True to his word, he established the exclusive cult of Kitsune, and, ready to do anything to save his wife, he ruthlessly killed those who refused to follow his madness, and he even ended up seriously injuring me. Susanoo might have been able to reason with Amaterasu, but without warning anyone, she had already gone to fetch the sacred water for him. When she returned, she found the village in flames and bloodshed. Devastated by this bout of madness from the man she had always considered her brother, she swore not to let these crimes go unpunished. And in her quest for justice...
Kushina. That's my mother's name. So that means...
Jinmu.
But then, Amaterasu is my grandfather? And you're my...
Great-grandfather. It is your man.
So Amaterasu doesn't know that my mother...
Yes. Susanoo kept everything.
Even after all this time, she continues to hide the...
Maybe Tengu deliberately obfuscated her mind to perpetuate her...
hatred, wars... It's all the...
Arrogant! You cannot stop the course of history.
But you...
Do not count on my help. I can no longer...
Ah. So I have to challenge the god. Despite knowing the truth,
It is my duty to watch over my descendants. You can stay with me if you...
Thank you, Izanagi.
Ah, you've beaten me again.
It's still not enough. I don't stand...
Only a fool would provoke Susanoo.
Without a pact? How could she
Those were different times. We once had a... If a god liked you, they would sometimes...
So it is possible for gods...
Yes, but that was before... The other gods were furious when the situation got out of hand.
Maybe I have an idea.
The story Izanagi told Jinmu had convinced him that he should stop the war himself. The two rivals, blinded by their hatred, would listen to none but their idols. But Jinmu would force them to return to reason. And if he had to fight them for it, then so it would be. Fortunately, he felt like the words of the samurai had opened a way for him. With a fresh impetus, Jinmu quickened his pace. If he could convince a higher being to help him, that power might be enough to end this madness. He just needed a push to rise to their level. The blessing of a god who would work...
I should have known. I cannot let you cross this bridge. The gods must not interfere in war.
Just one last time. To put out the... Only a god can help me fight on equal grounds against...
Bringing a supreme being into the situation will only... I am the guardian of the god. I failed to stop your grandparents. And because of that failure...
belongs to Orochi. These snowstorms were your doing. What a hypocrite. You received a divine gift yourself.
You do not understand. The anger of the gods was going to destroy our world. I had no choice but to accept Orochi's help, and you know nothing of the pact that binds us.
You may be strong, but your idol is weak. If I can cross swords with my grandparents, then I can defeat you.
All I can do now is pray that...
I promise.
I recognize here the arrogance of you.
Jinmu had triumphed over the first samurai and prepared to enter the realm of the gods. His confidence and determination renewed.
Here I am, finally in this legendary garden. Magnificent. No painting could do it justice. But it is strangely empty. No, I feel like I'm being watched.
Who dares enter our lands?
My name is Jinmu. I'm the disciple and grandchild of Susanoo.
Don't try to fly.
I came to offer a deal.
Am I to understand?
No way! Our wars are the result of your carelessness, and the...
How dare you give me orders and question our... What arrogance!
Your greatness is only expressed in the Grant me your power, and I'll
That's a very ambitious bet. You think you...
If someone can do it, it's me.
Interesting points. All right then.
That's it? You're convinced?
I haven't eaten human.
So it was true.
You weren't Show me.
Nobody can...
Well, receive my strength. Channel the incessant flow of Ryu. It's been a long... Now go and stop these wars, as you wish to. Climb on my back in my great kindness.
Now, under the protection of Ryujin's torrents, Jinmu felt capable of ending the fighting without bloodshed. But the two stubborn rivals would probably refuse to hear any of it.
The fighting has started again. Susanoo, you don't want peace. You just want to continue the senseless killing. Akiko! Not you! Stay with me, Akiko!
Well, here you are, Jinmu. I was looking forward. I knew you would come back.
I'll kill you!
Aho!
So,
Ryujin, I feel so much Amaterasu.
That demon. She didn't want to hear a... That is why you're here.
Of course not. I'm here to talk to you about...
My daughter! Have you seen her?
Listen, Amaterasu. You're...
What are you talking about? She sent you to confuse me? What cowardice!
But no!
Silence! You've said enough! You have a new strength, which extinguishes my flames. You visited that sacred garden.
You don't understand! They loved each other!
Don't listen to him, Amaterasu. Their words are lies. Kill him!
Whatever Kitsune says is false. She's manipulating you so she can be worshipped more than Tengu.
Don't listen to him! It's the crow who sent him!
Please, you have to accept it. Your daughter died giving birth to me.
You stole her from me. You condemned condemned her to live far away from her own people, and then you killed her! I lost.
No.
It's...
This is proof of their love.
What have I done? What... I killed your father. He came in peace to tell me she was pregnant. Everything is falling apart.
I am tempted, but that is... Your actions have shattered lives. Your punishment... Get rid of your fox to start paying your debt.
Susanna will listen to you even less than I did. Despite all my effort, my wife could not escape her fate. Against all odds, she... At first...
But then, if they had your...
Kushina never dared to tell me how she felt. Because of Kitsune's words, I thought this was another attempt. But she disappeared a few days later.
Another betrayal. Susanoo has every reason to hate you. I don't want to fight her.
Good luck, Jinwoo.
Thus Amaterasu's rage was extinguished, thanks to the truth. Could Jinmu bring a clearing in Susanoo's storm?
Jinmu,
Susanoo...
it's pointless to come and beg. You don't understand.
Izanagi explained everything to me. My parents, my
That irrelevant old man who never speaks.
We can stop all of this.
It's impossible. Your mother is no more, same as your father. There's...
Why do you only understand violence? Stop! Amaterasu knows about my mother's death. He has accepted it.
Lies! That filthy fox and her disciple are nothing but deceivers! Don't let yourself be fooled, Susanoo!
Jinmu, don't believe his lies. Kushina knew that
He only wanted her happiness. He admitted his mistakes and will respect her will through mine.
his daughter's happiness, respecting her will. How dare he pretend such a thing? And when he killed your father, do you think he respected his will? I cannot forgive him for the murder of my son who came in peace! I must avenge him! You didn't know your parents! You can't understand! You're powerless against Tengu! Of course.
And neither can I. But all these deaths won't bring your son back. Stop these fights that lead nowhere.
You have truly surpassed me.
What was he like?
Impulsive. But he had a big heart, like you. I knew very well that he wouldn't listen. He might still be alive if I had gone with him.
Susanoo, I'm sorry for what happened. We need to stop these fights.
You may be right. I'm no better than him.
Will you listen to me? Is it...
I will always hate him for what he did. But you're right. My son won't come.
Thank you. I will show you that I am worthy of it.
Thank you, Jinmu. I hope you won't repeat our mistakes.
Tengu and Kitsune have returned home. Those rascals went back with their tails between their legs, and I will join them in our return home.
Thank you, Ryujin. I couldn't have done this without you.
Oh, you know, it suits me just fine. I had a lot of fun, and it was time to calm those two troublemakers down. But tell me, what will you do now?
I think it's now my duty to work towards maintaining peace, like the first of the samurai, with the help of your power.
The power of a god can do many things. I can extend your life and heal your wounds, but you won't become immortal. When you die, what will happen to this peace?
That's no problem. I am still young, I have time. And I will create the Haru clan and trust future generations to be the guardians of peace. I'll tell them of our adventures. I'll talk about your help, and I'll train them to carry on our will even after my death. You won't mind having a few more followers, will you?
You're really funny, little human. I like flattery. Well then, you can keep my power. You seem to know where you're going. Good luck, Jinmu. And I hope we never meet again.
Jinmu put an end to the war, pacified the defeated samurai, and drove away the manipulative gods. The gods left the mortal world, and it was decided to destroy the bridge that led to their garden, so it would remain so. Jinmu founded the Haru clan to maintain this peace, and the balance among the samurai was restored. However, with the clan still holding on to some of their past grudges, it was decided that the year would be divided into 4 periods. Each would see the succession of the protection of the 4 legendary warriors who would take turns watching over the world and its people. Over the years, the samurai clans and their stories eventually faded behind many myths shaped by the passage of time. The names of the legendary fighters gave birth to divine tales. Of these 4 legendary clans, Haru, Natsu, Aki, and Fuyu, only their protection remains today. A trace of divine power so strong that it affects this world and ours. It is this eternal cycle that we call the 4 seasons. The living testimony of the samurai legacy, those who showed the world that peace and prosperity are possible when war is replaced by reconciliation and forgiveness.